Similar to Terraria, Slime Rancher has multiple ways in which you can play through the game, from focusing on your farm to finding resources out in the wild. That said, what if we did something crazy in a game that's all about farming? How's it going, crew? This is Happy Days, and today we're going to see if we can beat Slime Rancher without farming any slimes. Now before we get started, we need to lay out the ground rules so we're all on the same page with this challenge. As the title of this video states, today we're going to try and beat Slime Rancher without farming any slimes. That means I cannot use any of the plots on the farm to build corrals, coops, ponds, or anything else that farms slimes on the ranch. This also means I can't simply free-range slimes on my farm, which is the process of letting slimes wander freely around on the ranch so they're available when I need them. GORDO slimes are the only slimes I'm allowed to feed in this challenge. GORDOs are massive slimes that hold slime keys needed to unlock the different regions in this world. Plorts I find in the wild due to slimes eating random things can be used for selling on the plort market or being used as keys for some of the slime statues in the game, but I can't intentionally feed any slimes except for GORDOs. Currently in Slime Rancher, the game's adventure mode is considered beaten when the ending cutscene plays, which happens by opening a minimum of 5 slime gates, activating Hobson's note at the very end of the glass desert, and reading the final STARMAIL from the main character's friend Casey. The range exchange can be used to complete quests and will be the main way I earn money, called new bucks in Slime Rancher. I can sell any plorts given as rewards and use any food to feed GORDO slimes. I'm allowed to use the vacpack upgrade kiosk if I earn enough money to do so. Vacpack upgrades include things like increasing movement speed and increasing the storage of the vacpack. Finally, Slime Rancher has a tutorial at the beginning of the game that won't disappear until I complete it, which will require breaking a few of these rules, but it's only for the first minute of the game, and all the items will be disposed of immediately afterwards. With all that said, let's get this crazy challenge started. We begin on our ranch with the lovely tutorial telling me to move around and use the vacpack to capture some slimes and put them in the corral. I then grab some fruit and vegetables lying around the farm to feed the hungry blobs so they make some plorts. With the tutorial over, I destroy some cute and innocent slimes by hurling them into the ocean, never to be seen again, and then we can leave our ranch and start exploring the game's first zone, the dry reef. Our first goal is to collect all the carrots and pogo fruit before the evil slimes eat them all. Thankfully, wild fruits and vegetables respawn after a while, so I can get more later as our challenge continues. Our first target, the giant pink GORDO, requires 30 units of food to blow up, so after grabbing enough carrots, pogo fruit and hens, I head to its small island and feed it until it explodes. It drops a slime key, tons of evil pink slimes, and 2 crates. Crates in Slime Rancher can contain a small amount of items and most importantly money, which I'll need to upgrade my vacpack. Before heading to the next zone, we can get our first upgrade. I sell the 4 pink plorts we found in the wild and purchase the tank booster upgrade, which allows it to hold 30 of each item instead of 20. We also read some STARMAIL from Casey, our friend back on Earth. Reading Casey's STARMAIL is one of the criteria for completing the game, so I'll read them as they continue to come in. After sleeping for the night, we head to a secret cave in the dry reef that has a phosphorus GORDO. This is a great time to talk about the different slimes and their preferred foods. Except for the pink and gold GORDOs, all others need 50 items of food until they burst. If you feed them their favorite food, you only need 25 of them, but they are difficult to get early on, so I'll likely focus on basic foods for now. I'll need more fruit to burst the phosphorus GORDO, so we'll head to our first slime gate. After using the key, we can now explore the moss blanket zone. There's 2 more GORDOs in this area that have slime keys, and we'll feed them soon, but for now I'll just stock up on any food that I can find. After filling up on food, I find a teleporter which leads back to our ranch. The range exchange has its first quest available, and it's asking for 11 pink slimes, 5 boom slimes, and 5 pink plorts. If I can finish the quest, I'll get 500 new bucks, which is huge as I can't earn much money in this challenge, so I'll likely do it. We return to the phosphorus GORDO and finish feeding it. After exploding, we get a few more crates and another beautiful slime key. I throw away any remaining vegetables as the next few GORDOs only need meat and fruit, and I need the inventory slot. I do a quick run through the moss blanket to pick up the boom slimes, and later that night I finally return to the ranch to turn in my reward. I sell the boom plorts and go and purchase the jetpack upgrade so we can fly a little bit, and the power core to increase our energy. After collecting some more fruit in the moss blanket, our next target is a honey GORDO. This sneaky slime is partially hidden on a ledge, so we use our new jetpack to fly up to it. The greedy Gordo soon explodes and we collect our next slime key. Our next Gordos on our list only like veggies and meat, so I throw away any remaining fruit and go looking for hen-hens. The next day, we use our jetpack to explore a dangerous, partially hidden area in the moss blanket filled with feral hunter slimes that will attack me on sight. This area is especially dangerous because hunter slimes can turn partially invisible, and because I can't upgrade my health, I'll die at only a few hits. I find the hunter Gordo on top of a giant mushroom and start to feed it, but then get attacked and almost killed by a feral hunter largo. After blowing it away, we make the Gordo go boom and grab the next slime key, and now we're going somewhere really special. We unlock the next slime gate and find ourselves in the courtyard of the ancient ruins. There's a massive gate ahead of us, but unlike the gates we've unlocked with keys so far, this gate is unlocked with plorts from most of the slimes we've seen in our adventure. I picked up a boom and honey plort on the way here, so let's put them in the slime statues in the courtyard and we can see their light shine on the gate. With that done, we've only got 4 more plorts to go. The courtyard also has another locked slime gate which leads us to a new area, the Indigo Quarry. This area has rad slimes and we'll need one of their plorts for the ancient ruins gate. I find a long tunnel and at the end we discover a rad Gordo. These slimes like vegetables, so I'll feed it all the carrots, but I'll need more to make it go boom. This Gordo is also kind of dangerous because it spreads radiation which can hurt us. After finding some more vegetables, we return to finish feeding the greedy glowing Gordo and boom it goes. It spawns small rad slimes and more veggies, so we even get a rad plort we need as a bonus. Let's get that slime key and keep moving. I quickly return to the ancient ruins to place the rock and rad plorts to free up 2 inventory slots. The last 2 we need are the tabby and phosphorus plorts, which we can find back near our ranch. Phosphor slimes only spawn at night time, and there's some that spawn near a pogo fruit tree, and thankfully there's one phosphor plort that didn't get eaten by a pink slime, so I quickly grab it. The next morning I run into an area with lots of tabby slimes that also has the hen-hens that they like to eat. If I'm quick I can grab a tabby plort before a greedy pink slime gobbles it up. I see a single tabby plort in the distance, but there's also a tar outbreak in progress. I quickly grab the plort and say hi to the deadly menace and then run for my life before they eat me up. After a day of collecting more hens for the next Gordo, we return to the ancient ruins and put the last plort in the slime statues. The slime gate hums a song and then in an amazing display it opens, giving us access to the insides of the ancient ruins. In the ancient ruins we can discover quantum slimes that like to eat fruit. There's also a teleporter at the end of the ruins that requires 5 quantum plorts, so I'll need to keep my eyes peeled for quantum slimes leaving plorts around in the ruins. We also discover a boom Gordo hiding in an alcove, so I feed it all the hens I've been saving until it explodes. After it blows up, I pick up another slime key and continue to explore the ruins. The next morning, I finally discover the next slime door and quickly open it up. At the end of a large chamber is a teleport device that can take us to the next zone called the Glass Desert. To use it, I need to place a quantum plort in each of the 5 slime statues. When all the plorts are placed, we're greeted with an awesome display and we venture through to discover the Glass Desert. The Glass Desert has several puzzles involving slime statues and fountains that helps restore water to the area. Doing this unlocks the last few slimes in the game, but thankfully we don't need to do that for this challenge. We speed through the desert until we bump into the 5th slime gate that we need. After opening it, it's a straight race to the end of this area and the final temple. As if the game knew I had almost completed the challenge, a fierce firestorm erupts in the desert and flames threaten to reduce our unupgraded health to 0. In desperation, we jump off the edge of a cliff and fly to the final temple, reading the final messages of another rancher called Hobson along the way. Safe inside the temple, we continue to read Hobson's notes before reaching the end of the hallway. Hobson's final note rests at the end of the temple. We read it and then take a moment to look out over the sand sea, knowing that we've almost completed our challenge. I make my way back to the ancient ruins where we find a teleporter that leads back to our ranch. We go through the teleporter and back into our home to read some more STARMAIL from Casey. The ending will be triggered when we read the final STARMAIL from Casey called Another Tour. As we still have a few STARMAILs to read before that, I'll need to keep sleeping to advance the days to get each new STARMAIL. Lastly, on day 14, we read the final STARMAIL, and as we go to exit our house, we're greeted with the ending credits, and we know we've achieved our goal. We've beaten Slime Rancher without farming any slimes. I had so much fun doing this challenge, and although I've got some more awesome Terraria challenge videos coming for you soon, I'd love to know if there's any other games you'd like me to explore. This video was so much fun to make, and if you enjoyed it too, please let me know by smashing that like button and consider subscribing to see more fun videos like this. And here's the most important part as always, you'll stay happy and I'll see you soon. This is Happy Days signing out. See ya!